This is the 2024 Tough Like RORR Hard Enduro Saturday qualifier. Hands on the helmet. Tanner Wolfram there, railing that second corner around Creed Kisling, who's right in front of us. That coal dust is so tricky. The bike loves to dance around on it. It constantly feels like you're about to fall over. That's how it feels for me, at least. Feather in the clutch on the left line there. Not good, though. I lose a position. Mark Fortner got around me there. In years past, they've had us do 2 laps on the course, but this year it's just 1 on a longer, more difficult track. I really like the sounds of that, because now you don't have to deal with any bottlenecks coming through a second time around. They also made some changes to reduce the number of riders starting at a time and increase the time between rows, so things should be spaced out a little bit more. I tell you, this is a fun ride. The qualifier, there's no showstoppers, you know, it's tough, but it's a fun ride. This is a good time. Sit back and enjoy it. Whoa! I let that happen. Next time you're getting ran over. Now, I purposely signed up later this year so I wouldn't be up front. It's based on your sign-up time of what row you start on. I wanted to be further back so I wasn't getting ran over by the factory pro riders, but I still got on the second row. It goes to show you that the fast guys do not know how to use a computer. Fun rock garden here, nothing too wild. Oh, it's my chance to get him back. Nope. That's Tobin Miller. Good to see him back out here. It's been a while, I feel like. I feel like these videos are a great way for the non-top riders to get some publicity. You know, the weekend warriors working on their bike the night before, having a beer. Whereas, you know, you've got the coverage of the top dogs, you know, making podiums and all that. But what about the guys, the weekend warriors, me, who's just trying to survive out here, outside their element? I shouldn't even be in the pro class, but we're here, and we're doing this. Great trail in here. This is what it's about. I love the mixture in the qualifier like this. For me, this is the perfect type of track and race. The qualifier is. Sunday is crazy. I mean, Sunday is when things get bonkers. That's coming up, but we got to get through this qualifier first. Top 120 go to the main event. They're taking double the amount of people they did last year. And there's Cody Webb. Moving smooth through here. There is an LCQ where they take 10 additional riders that don't make that cutoff. So 130 to the main event. Caught back up to Creed here, and I hear a bike behind me, so he stops. I'm like, all right, let's let him go by. It's Tristan. With some of the back rows catching up, you got to have your head on a swivel. Hold your line. Just hold your line. Don't make any drastic maneuvers. And if you can find a spot to pull over, do it. Like there, I found another line that kept me moving, but didn't hold up the faster rider. So the arm pump was starting to become a factor. Those rocks in the trees tends to make you tighten up. You're holding the handlebars a little bit harder than you should be, and I think there is a nerves thing that happens to me here at RORR. I get really worked up. I can't relax like I normally do in a typical race. Now Now this is all new trail over here. I'm loving this. Although I didn't exactly know where I was going here. I thought I had to go straight. So I kept it going, but like, oh, no. What am I doing? Whoops. Sick trail. Absolutely beautiful trail to ride. Although these last second corners are getting me, man. I'm not ready for it. Oh boy, we're getting into some rocks. I'm spinning on a rock. It was a little bit slick. We had gotten some rain the day before. My foot slipped here and I went down, and then a train of riders started coming. Worst case scenario. Because now I have to let them go, and I'm sitting here. If it was anywhere else, I could be moving and letting people pass, but now I'm stopped, just losing time. So finally, a gap opens up. I cut in front of Adam Hartnagel, who's right behind me. Goes to show how critical it is to just keep it moving. You know, the fact that I got a little hung up, and then I had to wait to let everyone go by. A little bit frustrating, but that's all right. It's where the pressure behind me, it does mess with me. I don't like starting so far up. Whoa. Next year, I'm signing up last. I'm going to be the last person to sign up. Wow, okay, things have just really picked up in difficulty all of a sudden. We're in a rock garden. My arms are killing. All right, the arm pump is now really starting to set in. If you didn't have it earlier, you've got it now. This was a significant jump in difficulty. Like it went from like, this is amazing trail to like, holy crap, we're in rock gardens all of a sudden. Very drastic of a change. I tried dropping low to the left here. This worked for me last year. I had a great line through here. Let Ryder LeBlanc go, but I got belly hung and snagged in a bad spot here. This was not good. When you have to get off and start picking the bike up, it's not good. You messed up. I completely messed up here. Oh my gosh!
That was your sneaky line from last year.
It didn't work this time.
Not so sneaky this year.
No. That's Rob Bone.
There we go.
He's the evil genius behind this crazy track. Alright, we got through that. I blew myself up, though. That really was not a great situation to be lifting your bike out of a hole. One of the things I forgot to do, Adam mentioned this to me after the race. He said, hey, when I passed you, you were, like, spinning out. Your tire was not putting power to the ground. He's like, what's your sag set to? And I'm like, oh, crap. I forgot to set it for hard enduro. I like to run 115 to 120 millimeter of sag for this type of terrain. It helps me, one, touch the ground better. I'm a shorter rider. And two, you get a lot more front end loft. You can keep your wheel high, your front wheel high, and float over the rocks better. I was at 106, set up for hair scramble, sprint enduro racing, and I brought it to about 118 after the qualifier. So that's over a half an inch that the bike is going to sit in the back. It's going to sit that much lower. Not that this is an excuse or a reason for making mistakes out here. It's just a preference. might help. I will say, though, the bike corners like crap when you run that much sag. I had a couple of these moments of like, what happened? Why I'm getting snagged on like a simple thing out here. Very rare for me to stop, but I had to like shake my arms out for arm pump. It was getting bad. This downhill here, I thought for the qualifier was getting borderline too difficult. I mean, I get it though, because if you're going to make it to the main event, you have to be able to handle this. All right, we're working through these rock arms a lot better now. It started to click. It's like, all right, I remember how to do this.
All right, Zach.
All right, I'm settling in. I just said it there. I'm starting to settle in. I'm settling into the ground. Coming out of here, there's this hill climb. There is a bypass, but I decide to send it. Although I get some weird cross-rut action going and barely make it up it. Somebody behind me, I heard them. I think I may have caused some carnage back there by accident. And then it's 409. We're going down it, which is easier. The main event will come up, which is always interesting. I was stopping for a few seconds and I would go and I'd have a really good run. I'd be going great. Woo! Then stop for a couple seconds and look and figure out where I want to go, and then continue on. The video here is edited to make it look like I'm freaking smoking through this thing. I'm amazing of a rider, but I was stopping. And then I'd shake my hand like an idiot, and then I would continue on again. Shake the hand, get the blood flowing. That's what I was trying to do. Having some fun. It took me an hour to do the lap. I finished 47th. It was okay. There's always room for improvement. We got through it, had some fun. The arms did not, but hey, we're going into the main event, guys. We'll see you there. Thank you.